good day. It's a scary, windy, stormy day outside today. Ooh, that was a nice breeze. I always feel the need to film when it's scary and windy out. I feel like I have this weird connection with the wind. Like when it's windy, I absolutely love it. Like I just feel like I'm connected to the wind in some weird way. It's so cool, man. One time I was really confused with what I should do in the future. And I just graduated college, and I had this girlfriend. And it was really hard to have a relationship because of, what we are. When you're borderline personality disorder and, you have all this childhood trauma and, you're just all over the place and you get really angry and then really depressed and all this other stuff. And you're trying to be with somebody and make a relationship work. Oh, God. I put that person through torture and misery. What an awful relationship that was. It had some beautiful spells to it in the relationship. I think most relationships do when you look back at them. Say the relationship's 2.5 years. And regardless of the horrors that happened, there's still some beautiful moments that, poke through the holes. Moments with that person that you absolutely loved. But with her, I just graduated college and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I was really messed up in the head because, I didn't know what to do with the rest of my life and, if I was going to get a job, and it was really terrifying. And it was the summer after I graduated and I just kept feeling like the wind was telling me where to go. And I kept feeling like the wind was telling me to go to Vietnam. And I would tell her that, and she would freak the hell out, and we would get in these weird fights. She had this way about her of snapping and crying, because I would confuse her so immensely. And I would just destroy her. And just be completely detached from, any signs of empathy. I think that's one thing that I've always been very good at. Like, if I'm with somebody in a relationship, I could just sit there calmly and just rip them apart. And not care about them at all. And have absolutely no emotions towards them. So frightening. So frightening. And it's not because I don't like the person. It's just because I guess I enjoy doing it. So scary, man. We're such scary people. We can be beautiful people at the same time. But when we really want to get into it, if we feel the need to switch over, we could do horrific things to people. And not care about them at all. I don't even know if feeling guilty about it comes around. Like a true feeling of sorry. I think, well, for me at least, I'm so far gone most of the time that I just see people as obstacles. You know, Jordan Peterson talks about that a lot. He talks about how people are just, you know, we're tool-using creatures. We always have been throughout time. And everything in our life, they're tools, right? And things we either use or things get in our way, right? Even down to this coffee mug. This coffee mug. I love this coffee mug because I use it every day. And I'm in love with it, right? So this thing is a tool that I use. You know, other things get in my way. And I feel like if we feel like somebody's getting in our way, we have the tendency to just rip them apart, not caring. Oh, my gecko's back! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited my baby gecko's back. He's a different gecko, though. He just fell down. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I guess he's too much of a baby to hold on to the screen yet. Yeah, I had this gecko on my screen for a really long time, like months. And then I switched up my routine and I started waking up later. And the moss went away, so the gecko went away. Because I didn't have my lights on in the dark. Because I wasn't up yet. So I lost my gecko as my pet. And I went back to my old routine of waking up at, like, you know, 4:26 a.m. in the morning. And I've been doing that for about a week, and my gecko is still missing. He just moved on. But a new gecko just came on my screen, but it was a really baby gecko because he had a really short tail. He was really small baby gecko. But I guess he couldn't grip onto the screen because his claws are too small. He just, like, fell. I really hope he's okay. It's a long drop. Like on the second floor. Maybe he found something to, you know, like, fall onto. Yeah, so anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. And if you are in a relationship with somebody, you know, being us, one of us, you know, whether you have childhood trauma, you know, whether you have childhood neglect, whether you have bipolar, borderline personality disorder, clinical depression, suicidal depression, whatever the case is, I think, you know, honestly, I think we're such a danger to people, you know, from time to time, percentage-wise, that it's kind of, I don't really suggest any of us dating anybody, you know, but I don't give advice. You know, whenever I'm in mental institutions, that's the one thing, you know, because I stay for a very long time. And I'm there with a lot of people because people come in for 3 days and then they leave, and people come in for 2 days and then they leave, and pretty much everybody, for the most part, they all suffer from the same issues. You know, they're bipolar, or borderline, or clinically depressed, or suicidal, and they're trying to make their relationships work with their partners, or they're trying to make their relationships work with their child or their children, and it's just like, yeah, and that's like their major issue, and a lot of the reasons why they're there is because of those issues, to make these relationships work with these people, and how horrific it is. And it's just like, if you were single and you never had children, you'd probably be a hell of a lot better off, like just staying healthy and healing from whatever you have to heal from. And you could also concentrate on yourself more. Read dialectical behavior therapy more. Concentrate on healing more. whatever you need to do. Instead, you're in this constant battle of trying to make this relationship or relationships work. And like, you're suffering intensely from that because you're choosing to be in relationships, or you chose to have kids, or you had oops babies. Fuck. God damn it, man, our community with their goddamn oops babies. Drugs and alcohol, cravings for sex, oops babies. Too many oops babies. So anyways, I'm gonna end the video at that, because you can't fix shit. There ain't no fixing our issues. It really comes down to choices. Like, and if you, dude, if you feel like you're not ready for a relationship, spend some time in goddamn solitude. Like, I know it's scary, but like, solitude, if you get through the hump, if you get over the hump, then all of a sudden you come out on the other side and life is beautiful. But you gotta get over the goddamn hump. Stay away from Netflix, stay away from TV, stay away from movies, stay away from frickin' drugs and alcohol and crappy eating, get proper sleep. You know, whatever, man. But solitude can be beautiful. You don't need people. Once you feel like you need people, that's when you're probably going to attract abusive people in your life that treat you like shit, or that are obsessed with drinking and drugs and like living a fucking shitty ass lifestyle, and they're going to drag you down with them. Or you're into that and they're into that, and then like you're doing that together, and then you're getting into freaking crazy anger arguments and yelling at each other and like because you're both party people and you like drugs and alcohol and sex. People are crazy like that, man. Man, two people that love to drink, do drugs and party and have sex together, they're gonna get into some battles, man. Some monster anger battles where they're like yelling at each other. They're like, you know, and then like they're gonna like, you know, snap out of it and have tremendous sex, and then they're gonna be like, oh, you know, but we need each other, like I can't live without you, I can't be without you, and then you're gonna continue to like be party people and drink all the time, and then you're gonna have more sex, and then it's gonna be like anger and, you know, abusive crazy stuff, and then you're gonna be like, then you're gonna get addicted to that because it's like energy and like intense and like almost exciting, and because it's something crazy. Have fun, everybody. Take care. I hope my baby cat comes back. Alright, take care. Later.